Got like the MG teams, the grenade launchers, the Monostreltsy all pushing in unison, and it's just really, really nice. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 4 of my Closing the Trap campaign in WARNO, playing on the PACT side. Previously we started our attacks towards Kulisov to break down the French airborne forces that had dropped here, and today we're going to be doing more of the same. We need to engage a unit plus the 9E, which will likely reinforce. So if we were to take both of these in, it would be a draw, so they're likely to reinforce. Minor victory with the aircraft coming in. We're not going to use those aircraft. I was just checking what the maximum amount would be so that I can anticipate if the reinforcements would join or not. But regardless, yeah, I think we're going to use these ones to attack. Maybe the 6E would be better for me to attack because then it might open up the road a little bit more for me to shift these down and do more follow-up attacks. I think we'll do that instead. So let's attack here with both the 1st Battalion of the 49th and the 3rd Battalion of the 12th. And we'll have a battle very similar to the last episode where we need to basically dodge as many AIRBORNE as possible and try and sort of run down the infantry. I don't know, we're not going to have like quite the same amount of numbers in infantry because we're not bringing the territorials this time, so things may be a little bit more difficult, but the map is quite good for us, so let's go ahead and jump on in. Yeah, they are of course going to reinforce this battle, so let's get to it. The 6E had slightly more defensive rating, so it was almost a sure thing that they were going to reinforce. We just got to look at the best places to contest and the best places to use my T-55s as well. The terrain here is relatively good for my T-55s because there's a lot of like side blockers, which means that my T-55s can sit in positions where they are in range to engage with their main guns, but not too close to the infantry and not too far away from the HGMs. So it's like the perfect ranges, really, for my tanks, which have 2,275 meter range. So for example, we can go ahead and drive up to the right side of this town. That would be a good place to be. And maybe I could even come back here. So we'll pop a load back in here. I don't think I'm going to use a T-55 leader. We'll stick to using BMP-1s. But those 3 are going to go here and cover this side of the town, and we'll also have the BMP in the backside, and then we'll just do like a bunch of BMPs that can move into here with the grenade launcher, machine guns. Lovely. Right, that will do. That will defend that area. On this side, same sort of thing we want to do. Probably just bring up a bunch of machine guns, grenade launchers, and just have them sit in that building. We'll do 3 BMPs, a bunch of tanks. I could probably use tanks in this tree line is where I was thinking. Let's do that. Make sure it's the long range tanks, the T-55 AM1s. They can all go there, and we'll need to make sure we bring up a leader. So let's grab the EMP-1. And that can sit in there with the tanks to make sure they have the extra veterancy. In the center, we've got 18 points remaining. I'm thinking I'm just going to put like a recon unit in here just to keep an eye on things there. And then maybe I'll push through this tree line, although playing at close range against all that infantry is not necessarily the best choice. Let's just do like triple MG into here with maybe a grenade launcher as well. And then we can do some tanks maybe. Like this is still a good tree line for tanks. This is okay as well. So let's buy a few tanks. We'll put a couple on the right here and a couple on the left. And then I'm going to need something that covers our left flank. So we will do some BMPs And they can kind of unload into here and cover the left side for us. Okay. Kind of tempted to bring in my recon here. Let's bring up the OT and we'll just pop that back here. Off we go. I'm not going to bring in the supply just yet, just because it's kind of limited. I guess I could bring it in now because it'll be like delayed. It'll be behind us a little bit, which is nice. Okay, we're not going to be able to get up that far. I'm going to have to be careful here as well. Because that's the leader unit, which means that the rest are also going to be kind of far behind, or close behind. And we'll have to unload these. Let's unload over here. Unload those. Okay. Unload here. I really needed that to hit. Okay. Things are very intense at the start of these battles. I will say that much. That's a lot of the other Aimlands. Okay. Just try and move up into that tree line. We've got past the first wave. Okay, I'm glad I hit that, but oh, the P-55 there, lucky to be alive. Wow, okay. We're having some luck on our side, which is very nice. Not one to usually rely on luck. So when it does fall in my favor, it has a very nice effect. Beautiful. This is great. It's going extremely well. I shouldn't have said that. we all know what follows that a comment like that. Okay. Let's see about maybe getting some artillery in. I think artillery is going to be very useful here for cutting through the sheer amount of troops we need to actually kill. We'll also want to counter battery that mortar. All these tanks. They all tanked 80 gems to the front armor and survived just about. At least we got the contest early. We can bring in another BMP to the middle. I'm going to try and move up this recon here. I'm going to do the same on this left side. I'm going to bring in some T-55s that can breach this tree line. So a lot of the Milans have already been killed, which is great. There is going to be a lot more of them though. Just because both of these have so many Milans between them. Let's try not to get too much farther forwards. Kind of need some recon on this right side. Let's put these on counter battery. I don't know if that will target the mortars. Let's have a look. It does. Okay, good. Good, good. Ah, that T-55. It's trying its best to die right now. Really good kill. A bit overkill, to be honest, but at least it's not firing. Okay, let's get these out of the way, and then we can select these tanks. And they can just push in the mid now. So many machine guns being used by the AI. Let's see if we can get the leader into the middle. Although at this point, maybe I don't want to. Because I don't want the same thing to happen as happened in the previous episode where we just won by conquest before we killed everything. I want to kill as much as I can. It's technically quicker in terms of like actual real time to finish the battles quickly using conquest and then just destroying them on the campaign map, but I think in terms of actual turns on the campaign map, it's faster to do it via just like doing loads of damage. Gotta be careful there. For sure. So if we want to get a higher score on the campaign map, doing it this way is better. That's basically what I'm getting at. You're gonna have to respect the Milans there for sure. Pull that back. Bring up more of these T-35s on the left. I also need supply here. Get those grenade launchers, machine guns back up to full strength. That mortar hit that.
Kam mě chcete poslat? Rozumím, přepínám. Tank? No tak řidiči, šlápni na plně. Lov na imperialisty. Rozdělte je, připravit do útoku.
We're gonna just smash this area with 122. So many of these trucks driving around all over the place. I kind of want to get into this tree line if I can. Put those on fire well, they can just do their thing now. Every Milan kill is fantastic. It really is. I think these are going to get drained so fast. Oh, one of my trucks got killed there. We are slowly but surely killing quite a lot of units. Oh, that one got bonked. Unit right next to us here. Trying to get those back up to full strength, but it's not. I don't know if it's really worth me sacrificing supply. Especially considering how limited the supply is already.
Já a moje kára jsme připraveni. Jsi si jistý, že je to tak? Tankere, zemi! Tvůj tank je, bože, buď s námi. Ano, pojedu tak nejrychleji, jak to půjde.
Gonna bring up some more monostrazzi just to hold the left side there. Gonna try and clear out that tree line. I'll use the grenade launcher. Okay, kind of limited amount of ammo left now on these. Could probably stop them firing. And only fire them when I need them.
Dobrá práce, kluci. Tady zastavíme.
I'm just going to bring those together and we're going to basically use a big old supply dump just to top them all up, and then I can use them wherever I need to afterward. Ooh, okay, that T-55 went to a bit of a tough spot there. These gems coming in from all over the place. I was a bit lazy allowing that today. The grenade launcher is just carrying us so hard. I do need to make sure that I am on 90 days. Well, we're taking them down to half, so that's good. Let's get those monostruts in there. Let's not risk it. Yeah, I should have just not let him fire, I think. It would have been better for him to have the accuracy there. There's like 3 T-55s left on that left side now. This tank unit is getting much weaker because of that. And start speeding things up a bit. It's going to get to the point where you just need to find the blobs and hit them with the rocket artillery. They will start to bring up.
Dobrá práce, jaké jsou vaše rozkazy? Až je najdeme, rozmrdáme je na hady. Jsme vyzbrojení až po uši, skapané. Plný plyn. Paně, ano, paně. Nažer se olova, parkante. Na první hodině, nepřátelský voják, 500 metrů. Dobrá práce, boj tanky zničí. Jaké jsou vaše rozkazy, soudruhu?
Let's push up a bit more aggressively here.
Ano. Na první hodině. Tady sráč 1, rozumím, pálíme na vaše souřadnice. Trocha slivou najdeme. Já už to tu nevydržím. Dobrá práce, střelec.
Actually, quite a lot of mortars. We got it. Wow, but we got there.
Jsme vyzbrojení až po uši, skapané. Tady hrovně máme vizuální kontakt. Jsme připraveni jich rozdrtit, až najdeme. No cíl zničený. Jsem jedno velké.
Oh, another T-55 died. Oh, that's just because they're missing, isn't it? Being too aggressive with these T-55s. That's costing me. Still a lot of Milan 2s around. Way more than I thought there was.
Máte rozkazy, kapitán. Připravte se na útok. Ano. Čerstvá dodávka a munice je na cestě.
The unit kill us behind.
Tady hrovně. Máme vizuální kontakt s
Interesting.
Jsem jedno velké Pane Bože, proč já? Sekcia na váš rozkaz, paní.
Keep these Monostrazzi alive.
Budeme potřebovat krycí palbu. Pomalu mi dochází. Nažer se olova, parchante. Držte tuto pozici. Komfort? Dobrý. Zastěhli má. Komfort. Můj tank je zničí. Výbušná nabitá. Příprava k palbě.
40 kills to go.
Jaké to vaše rozkazy jsou? Máme jich. Lov na imperialisty. Připravený, paně. Angere, zemi. Slyšel jsem, že se za pár dní... Dobrá práce, kluci. Už abychom to měli za sebou. Čekám na váš rozkaz. Doufám, že uvidím svoje syny. Pojď tady, tasmánský čert. Nepřítel spatřen. Kurva, dostal jsem to! Zbraň připravena. Vizera, tady zastavíme. Jsme vyzbrojení až po uši, skapane. Kdo ty nás? Já? Můj samopal? Cigarety jsou připravené. Zastěhli má! Tož kurva, co tu sedíte? Seberte si své nažer se olova, parchante.
Do I have more machine guns? I do. Okay, well, make sure they're up here because they're the best thing for me to deal with all of this infantry that's running about the place. I'm just going to fire near that building. And we're going to put one here. Are they all going... They're all going in here. Another T-55 gone? I left that on its own, didn't I? I lost way too many T-55 AM1s in this battle, but it's alright. I think with this unit in particular, it's not as bad because on the campaign map, it's like so far from being on the front line that we're probably not going to need them after we destroy the airborne forces. I think I'll start moving in towards getting a conquest victory and cap this sector. I was a bit worried about that.
Potřebujete palebnou podporu? Tady sráč 1, rozumím, pálíme na vaše souřadnice. Tank připraven. Chovej, ale čájem k nepříteli. Přivezte nás tam. Připraven k přepravě. Tady hrovně, máme vizuální kontakt s nepřítelem.
Let's have the infantry start pushing across here. And if we can, we'll move up the BMPs. And also the T-55s.
Je mi potěšením, pane. Rozumím, soudruhu. Soudruhu, chcete také panáka?
I would love to know where they're like meeting up. We'll try and hit that crossroad again. Looks like that might hit pretty well. Good.
Budeme potřebovat krycí palbu. Tak, vypraveni.
Grenade launcher got killed.
Potřebujete palebnou. Máme ho, hajzla. 20 stupňů nahoru, pal! Máme ho. Doufám, že uvidím svoje syny.
There are 2 more rocket strikes. I'm gonna put another one on that crossroad. I just think that they keep coming back and forth there. It'd be nice if I could get tanks in range of that road. We are slowly but surely getting there. Very slowly.
Rozumím, přesunujeme se. Přepínám. Bez souřadnic nemohu zahájit palbu, soudruhu.
All of my artillery is out of ammo.
Potřebujete naší munici? Nastartujte, jedeme. Budeme rychlí, jak jen můžem. Máte rozkazy, kapitán. Rozjednaj je, připraven do útoku. Posádka připravena k boji. Připravte se na boj, pánové.
With the BMP support, we're okay to take on the Paramarines, but 1v1, definitely not. It looks like here would be a good shout. Good kills. Leader there as well. Clean up the rest. Hopefully the rockets will hit the mark. Don't mind losing the BMPs. So that's job done. Nice, 120 kills, 29 losses. It's a major victory because of the KD. I lost, yeah, too many T-55s really. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Was that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. I just miscounted that completely. But yeah, 7 T-55s is bad. All of the BMP ones don't matter. And we only lost 1 Monostrati. So, I mean, overall, it's not too bad. Like, we lost too many tanks, sure, but the other losses are completely acceptable.
Tally two.
Cool. Well, that didn't push them as far as I thought it would. But alas, what we can do is destroy that unit completely. We can move in here, and I can do this. And then we can do another follow-up attack. So we can engage the 1ER here. Are they looking for VLRAs? We can also move in here and just attack like the leader unit. This one still has quite a lot of VLRAs left. How are we looking on this unit? We got T-55s. What would the map be? It's actually kind of a tough map. Especially since we'd have to rely a lot on infantry, and they're going to be obviously relying a lot on infantry. There's no other option for that unit. It would be an attack that we'd have to make. I'm probably just going to do it as tactical battle. We'll jump on in. And we'll try and go for like maybe a conquest-esque victory. Like, it's going to be close on kills regardless because we're going to have to go so deep. But on this side, for example, Anna, we're fine because we can just put loads of machine guns and stuff in here. And I might be able to like control the corner of center pretty well with the machine guns and such. So yeah, maybe it's not so bad as it looked. We just move up like so. Get the grenade launchers and the machine guns out. Make sure those are in position. Bring up a recon that can just unload there and run up. I'll probably want a unit on this left side. Maybe we could just bring some tanks here. Put a couple tanks in that tree line. Maybe bring a BMP-1 leader with those just to give them a bit of extra VAT. I don't want to bring the tank leader just because it's like a 4-pointer, so it costs a lot to bring in at the start. Over at center, we'll do a bunch of monostrati. With, of course, the grenade launchers and the machine guns. Do the same here. Just hoping that it's going to be enough. I think if we have the grenade launchers and machine guns, we should be okay. I'll send a tank with each of those as well. Okay, that'll do. We've got some artillery we can bring in. Let's just do that. And then off we go. I'm just going to put them on a control group and use them manually, I think, for this battle, because when you have them on fire at will, they tend to waste their shots, like, really badly.
Čekáme na váš rozkaz. Pozor, máme tu kontakt. Jedeme tam. Všichni ven, hned. Strážstvo připraven. Tady hrobně. Patřili nás! Motor jede, čekáme na váš rozkaz.
Okay, off to a pretty good start there. Didn't lose that unit, so I'm happy.
Střílejí po nás! Jaké jsou vaše rozkazy, soudruhu? No tak, řidiči, šlápni na plyn. Na silnici budeme rychlejší. Na první hodině nepřátelský.
I needed recon on that left side actually to spot that. Oh, that's not good. He killed one of the grenade launchers. That's really sad. He'd killed a machine gun. I wouldn't have minded too much. Looks like my grenade launcher's died.
Připravte se na boj, pánové. Posádka připravena k boji. Tu otec Medvěd. Čekám na pomoc. Druhá četa připravená, paní. Dobrá práce, střelče.
Oh, both those Milans are dead. That's nice.
Bože, buď s námi.
We're not seeing much on this left side. I am going to just bring up the OT-65 there, and we'll bring up the other recon to the middle area here.
Připraven k palbě. 20 stupňů nahoru, pal! Na první hodině nepřátelský voják 500 metrů. Nažer se olova, parkance. Připravený, paně. Máme ho, fajn. Slovenci by vám nezaštíl, soudru. Potřebujete palebnou podporu? Můj tank je zničí. Tady hrovně tak. Máme vizuální kontakt.
We need more Monostrati, another leader to get into this other sector nice and quick. We want to push them out of this sector and then move across like so.
Tady strážba. Na první hodině nepřátelský voják 500 metrů. Rozumím. Já, můj samopal a cigarety jsou připravené. Kurva, dostal jsem to! Připravte se na boj, pánové. Vyzvané bože, já ještě nechci umřít! Řidiči, hoď na zpátečku!
Try and keep the BMP alive.
Jednotka je připravená.
Just about.
Tak za chvilku tam budu. Lov na imperialistu. Kurva, dostal jsem to! Máte rozkazy, pane? Dobrá práce, kluci.
Didn't last long afterwards. More chasseur powder there.
Komfort? Dobrý.
I kind of want to push onto those with the T-55s.
Tasmánský čert hotelu 6. Poslouchám. Komfort. Najdeme je a pak je zabijeme. Tady tasmánský čert. Nepřítel spatřen. Jsem jedno velké zasáhli má! Máme jich! Jednotka je připravená. Dobře, soudruhu.
I feel like AI just like attacking across the open like this. But it kind of works.
Výbušná nabitá, příprava k palbě. Doktor!
Go on, BMP, I believe. Get that Malurka on target. Yeah!
Paně, ano, paně. Stůjte! Můj tank je zničí. Máte rozkaz,
Recoil is in
pane?
there?
Jak si přejete? Ty čuráci upířit!
That's just the AMS-60, okay.
Čekám na rozkaz. Držte tuto pozici. Všetkým jednotkám otec Medvěd. Nepřátel viděný.
I start pushing up to the final objective. Because I don't have many Milans left at this point, it should be pretty good to just run through them. These T-55s having a absolute turkey shoot over there. And my leader's almost here, so we will stop the tick, hopefully. I will just put this onto that mortar. Yeah, we'll just make sure we're killing that mortar ASAP. I'm gonna kill that Milan, but just make sure we don't get in line of sight with that Milan for the time being. Anything that's low, we just want to make sure we run back with. Definitely want to keep that recon alive. With all the fire support here, this is looking amazing. Got like the MG teams, the grenade launchers, the Monostreltsy all pushing in unison, and it's just really, really nice.
Sekcja na wasz rozkaz, panie. Budźcie strechu, panie. Mam ho. Boże, budź z nami. Tady tasmanský čert nepřijdal z patře. Ano, zastavte se a rozhlédněte se.
I almost want to make sure
Dopravní sbor je
that I clear this out before I drive the tanks through there.
Pojedeme rychle. Posádka připravena k boji. Dobrá práce, střelec. Ano, paně. Spatřili nás! Až je najdeme, rozbrdá protěta je připraven do útoku. Chcete, aby jsme vedli útok?
The push continues on the right very nicely. We've got a blob of troops there. Let's get the rocket artillery in.
Tady tasmanský čert nepřítel z patře. Slyším, hovej, pane Bože, já ještě nechci umřít! Žádný problém, pane. Bože, buď s námi. Chcete, aby jsme vedli útok? Dobrá práce, střelec. Máme rozkazy, chlapci. Mám ho, majstr. Slyším jasně a zřetelně. Rozumím, soudu.
This OT-65, pretty important there.
Co potřebujete, pane? Plný plyn. Tady hroměř. Máme visuální kontakt s Máme, majstr. Budeme, pane Bože, já ještě nechci umřít. Posádka připravena k boji.
They can reinforce from this point and this point, so those are the two areas we're going to head towards with all of those troops.
Tož kurva, co tu sedíte? Seberte si své sakumpaky a jdeme. Máte rozkazy, kapitán. Bojová rychlost, řidiči. Já už to tu nevydržím. Nažer se olova, parka.
Perfect.
Potřebujete paletnou podporu?
These guys want to smoke themselves for sure. Make sure that doesn't die.
Dobrá práce, střelov na imperialisty. Kurva, tady hroměř. Máme visuální. Bože, buď s námi.
Oh, look at the blob. Such a nice target right now, but my artillery is not in range.
Bojová rychlost, řidiči. Spatřili nás! Připravený, paně. Na první hodině nepřátelský voják.
Oh, that's the T-55.
Dobrá práce,
Oh, we got a sneaky Milan behind us, that's why.
kurva, rychle zpátky. Komfort. Dobrý vtip. Mám ho, majstr. Jsme nabitá, připravená na palbu. Na váš rozkaz, soudruhu. Taky jsou vaše rozkazy. Skloněte sebou, postřílejte.
Only 12 more kills to go.
Bože,
Let's just push in here. Very nice. That French infantry caught out in the open, surrounded by machine guns. That is a nasty place to be right now.
Tasmánský čert hotelu 6. Poslouchám. Doktor!
Have some of them head that way,
Slyším jasně a zřetelně.
but the rest can follow the road.
Potřebujete palebnou podporu? Tam nás chcete poslat soudruh? Tank připraven. Ano, majstr.
Once all of them are landed that way, we can just blob across the open like this. It's great. Well, there it is. Victory. 60 kills, 10 losses. Pretty clean, to be honest. 2 Monostrati, 255. It's another unit destroyed, and it has opened up the door for the next unit to come through. We could use that unit to destroy this unit, or we can use it to attack another unit. I think I could use it to just destroy the artillery. Although just getting rid of as much of this infantry as I can would also be a nice idea. Yeah, I think what we'll do is I'm just going to move up. Actually, we've got to be a bit careful. Like next turn, the counterattack could be pretty harsh. If I don't have any reinforcements and they push out, then we could get stung. I think each of these units is okay on their own. Maybe not the territorial, so we'll just move them back, but I think all of the rest should be fine. Let's just do that, and I'll be happy. Wonderful. I'll move up that artillery, and all our moves are done for this turn. Actually, I'm probably just going to move these back a little bit further so they do get covered by the AA like I mentioned before, but otherwise, yeah, next episode what we'll do is we'll just shift the rest of my forces, we'll look at the casualties, and then we will carry on to the next turn. Alright, been a fun episode, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.